How many times have you been in an argument about your top 5 movies, bands, whatever?
Everyone has an opinion.
Everyone has a list.
On this show, we put 2 people head-to-head to debate their top 5 lists on whatever category they choose.
You get to watch the comedy and chaos as they battle it out.
In the end, you decide who wins.
This is
Defending Your List.
All right, welcome everybody to another edition of Defending Your List.
It's a very special episode.
It's a very special episode, seeing as though one of our moderators is going to be debating.
I've been challenged
by Ben
Rhinesmith,
a.k.a. Benny Blue.
Today we are going to be debating the top 5 rock songs of the 1990s. Who would like to go first?
Go ahead, and I'll let the guest go first.
Beauty before age? All right.
Let's get both of your criterias for rock. All-encompassing.
This was not discussed in the pre-interview.
No, it's got to be. I mean, it's got to be a rock song. It can't be.
rock.
It can't
Any
be like
variation
No
of
fucking
rock.
ballads, all right?
You got the tape in the deck. You're waiting for that song to come on, and it's like you hear it come on, you run up to it to hit the record to get it on the tape.
That should be the criteria. What 90s-esque technology would you bring back to enjoy the songs today?
Exactly. Then,
All right.
number 5.
All right.
Love Shack.
Called it. Number 5, Are You Gonna Go My Way? Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz. Wow.
Okay.
All right.
The year
I like it. I like it.
was 93.
Mm-hmm.
People were getting a little tired of the flannel shirts and the grunge. And Lenny wasn't having it. He was taking rock back from the white man. He's channeling his inner Jimi Hendrix. Can't argue that one.
Probably more top 10. Just 'cause, I mean,
You
it's
know
Lenny
what?
Kravitz. It was kind of a.
Let him have something. Fuck. It was Nirvana and all these fucking pasty whiteys like us.
Yeah.
He had to do something. Number 4, Outshined by Soundgarden. For one reason and one reason only, it has my favorite lyric out of any of my choices.
Outshined, outshined,
Yeah,
outshined.
exactly. Thrice. I'm looking California, but feeling Minnesota.
Minnesota.
That's me every day.
Do you discredit that song at all because that lyric spawned the movie Feeling Minnesota with Keanu Reeves? Go.
That's only arguing for the song.
Yeah.
Like you're number 5, you're like,
That's a
screw
reasonable
grunge,
point.
screw the whitey
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Oh yeah,
grunge.
hard left back in the grunge.
Yeah.
Number 3, Zero by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay.
What was
Angst.
Billy Corgan crying about this time?
Like just a woman gutting his heart.
Courtney Love?
Likely, probably Courtney Love. But it is top quality angst. It's one of those songs. You know what it is?
Were you a sad kid in the 90s? Were you like
Yeah.
misunderstood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Checking the boxes, checking all the importance. Zero is one of those songs where when it comes up on shitty rock radio in Middle America, that's one of the few ones I don't change.
I can't place the song. Like right now, honestly.
License music. It's just enough riff to compensate for a little too much Billy Corgan. You know what I'm talking about? Coming in at number 2, My Hero, Foo Fighters. 2 words, Varsity Blues. They are America, but not too much America. There's some high school going on. It still bring back like your wide, hopeful pre-LAIs. You know what I mean? My Hero. If we're making a top 5 list of like 90s, like just air drumming along.
Yeah.
Like you got like the chorus.
So you went air
Like-
drums, not air guitar.
Oh yeah, My Hero. It's got to be fucking. I love it. Number 1,
All time.
Karma Police by Radiohead. It's one of my favorite
choice, solid
songs
choice.
ever. Reason being, and I'm going music nerd on this one. If you've noticed, it's a very somber sounding song, but the end of the riff, it plays a major chord to bring you back up. Kind of gives you a little bit of hope.
There's definitely like an emotional, lyrical tie to all
Yeah.
of your top 5.
Yeah.
I'm not inspired. Oof.
You know what, fella?
It's a very personal
No,
list.
it's definitely more of like, oh man, I remember when that girl broke up with me.
Yeah. I'm going headphones in the room by myself.
Sitting quietly.
Slight tear.
A little bit, yeah, a little
You're
bit.
holding
of
it
a cry.
back, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Alright.
That's a playlist name.
That's
Holding back the tears.
Holding back the tears.
90s edition.
It's one of those ones when your phone rings right in the middle of it. You gotta, hello. So my number 5.
Silent Lucidity.
No. Stranger Than Fiction, Bad Religion.
Why are you the
So
douchey
good it
record
needed to
store
be
guy
re-released.
already?
It is
You're the guy behind the counter who's the asshole. Like, Bad Religion, dude. You haven't lived till you heard this.
one of the smartest political punk rock bands ever.
Did you have the patch on the backpack? That's all I
No,
know.
I did not. I
Alright.
never was the bat.
Not sure if it's real, everybody. You don't know, Bad Religion fans, their calling card is the patch.
I know, but I never did it. I never put the patch
Like
on.
that,
on any of my
the
shit.
Iggy Pop face.
Yeah. Number 4. What I Got Sublime.
Oof.
Like,
Remember what you talked about in the parameters of this contest earlier? You're towing the line with that one there, fella.
bullshit.
It's like white dude reggae,
And that's the thing. If you-
cherry dee 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 dee. 90s version of Shut It in the Knees. Motion to Strike.
Number 3. It is a band that is on your list. I go Radiohead, Creep.
Okay.
All right.
I know it's the
little shock for my taste.
It's
but a good song nonetheless.
It's a great song that like you still hear today. It relates to everybody. Your moment when you have that slight tear pulling back the tears on your playlist. No one cannot relate to that song. Number 2, Basket Case by Green Day.
Okay, I knew it was coming.
It brought punk rock into the mainstream.
Because they took a lot of shit too for
They
becoming
did take a lot of shit.
mainstream. I
Absolutely.
remember that.
But you know what? There's nothing more punk rock than doing your own thing.
Damn right. Oh.
So
Quotable.
And number 1, the only other song when it comes to changing music in the 90s.
Sugar Ray. Let's do it.
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Thank God
You
someone
went
put it on
chalk.
there. But
Dude,
you
went
have
chalk.
to. You have to.
All right, great. So you went deep cuts, and you're calling me the record store guy.
Tell
and
me
you're
your
going with a song
feelings.
that no one knows. Zero by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yes, they do.
What do we have in rock and roll before that song broke?
Poison was hanging on.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a huge Poison head.
I bet there was no just balls of rock music, and when that song hits, changed the game. Iconic rock songs of the 1990s.
No question about it.
Smells
Pulled
Like Teen
from
Spirit.
Rolling Stone's top 100 of all time, straight from the pages. Thank you.
I didn't read it.
You know what? Fine. It's good. That's a good pick.
You can't bash my number 2, and you can't bash my number 1.
Which song off of his list are you taking off and saying, no way?
What was number 4 again?
Number 4 was what I got. Sublime.
Yeah.
the one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How could I forget? I give you Santeria because it's a little bit more guitar driven.
What I got is voted by Guitar Magazine one of the best guitar songs of the 1990s.
It's got a great acoustic solo.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
that would be my.
So you want to take it out because it's not guitar enough, but it's still voted
it's not heavy enough, man.
I'd have to get rid of the Smashing Pumpkins song that no one knows what it is.
Okay.
Like you.
Haters. I didn't know it until like a week ago. I was like, oh yeah, it's called Zero. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had to Google it for your own list.
I gotta say, I'm proud of each of us for neither of us doing Chili Peppers. Hot take: most overrated band of the 90s.
Wow. Okay.
You heard it here first.
If you were to switch one of your songs, what would you switch it with?
Did we agree that Beck's Loser could qualify as a rock song?
Yeah.
Damn, I
That's
regret
bad.
now. Can we run this back? Damn. To please the court, I'm gonna white out Zero, and I'm putting
Oh,
Beck's
you're going to
Loser.
take out 0. You're not even going to take out your 5.
I'm standing strong with what I got.
Yeah, but you
on
got no.
Sublime.
You have to remove it. If you
No,
have
I
to
don't
remove
have
it,
to.
what are you replacing?
I don't have to
No.
remove
He
it.
doesn't have to.
We're
I
blood brothers
said
on this.
if
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're gonna hang me out to dry on your show.
Absolutely.
I see what this is.
No
No
women,
females
no
on the
females.
list.
Cranberries, zombies.
What type of show is this?
You ought to know. I mean, nothing.
It sounds like there's a general disdain at this table for Courtney Love, but Hole had a moment. Can we
Cole
agree?
did have a moment,
A
but
moment.
she killed Cobain, so.
Hot take, everybody. Hot take number 2. Right after Chili Peppers blow, Courtney Love did it. And so did OJ. 90s.
All right, so what is...
If you were to whip
I
together
know.
a top 5.
He's just over here poking the bear all day.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
What is rock?
Yeah, exactly. Blake's a DJ, and all he plays a
no,
laptop
honestly,
for a
if-
living.
I mean-
Spoiler alert, Hootie makes all 5.
I want you to make your passion plea to the viewers.
Rock listeners of America. This is Benny Blue here on Defending Your List. I covered the whole decade. That's the platform I'm standing on. If you want to put a now, that's what I call music, 47 and a half, but only 5 songs, plus 1, you're going to do this one. You got lyrics. You got riffs. You got drum beats.
You have a riff
You got
on
you
one
got a
song.
black man. He didn't have one. Not one. No women, but we'll talk about that. It's great just to really feel the decade. And I'm coining that term. That's on future merchandise. Feel the
Feel the
decade.
decade.
Feel
No
the
hashtag.
decade.
Just feel the decade. God bless the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget your Discman.
All right. Brian?
Do I really even need to say anything? Your only argument is I got a riff on a song that I had to kick off my list because it obviously shouldn't have been there at all. The distinction of the show was top 5 rock songs of the 90s.
Yes.
You don't have Nirvana.
Yes.
You don't
Yep.
have Green Day.
Yep.
I've got Bad Religion. You want to talk about riffs? You want to talk about lyrics? You want to talk about songs that hold up? Do we need to talk about riff on Smells Like Teen Spirit? Can you not recognize that song on the moment the first 2 chords are played on Smells Like Teen Spirit? My list, hands down, when you talk about iconic rock songs of the 90s, you want to talk about a playlist that you're going to play. You want to talk about, now that's what I call music 48.
47 and a half.
No, you're 47 and a
It's
half.
an EP. It's an EP.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
sure.
6 songs. Bonus track. Loser's the bonus track.
Fine. I stand by my list. I didn't have to take any of mine off my list, and I'm pretty sure the listening audience and the viewing audience would absolutely agree that when you're at a party and Sublime comes on, you absolutely turn that song up.
We've heard the lists. None of you had the spin doctor, so frankly, we all lose. And thanks again for another episode. Thanks to Tompkins Square Bar and Grill.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Join us again next week for defending your list.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yeah.